My name is Mel Lehman. I'm the Director of Common Humanity. And Common Humanity seeks to build understanding, respect, and friendship between people here in the US, North America, and people overseas, particularly focused on the Middle East. You see behind me here a beautiful wall hanging, which Sama will hear from our dear guest in a moment. Sama tells me is Palestinian and Syrian. So maybe we can get some details from her if we have time. We work to build understanding between people in these two parts of the world, and we often do that through art. And we're very honored today to have a very special guest. Her name is Sama Al-Jundi Faf. Welcome, Sama.
Hi, hello.
It's so nice to have you with us, and we look forward to hearing from you. I'll stop jabbering here in a moment, and we want to have as much time as we can to hear from you. But first, a word of introduction. Sama Al-Jundi Faf is a Syrian educator who works for Museum Friedland in Niederschausen, Lower Saxon, Germany. So Sama is coming to us from Germany this evening over there. The collection of the museum mirrors what has happened in Friedland transit camp since 1945, the end of World War II, until the present. In 2015, 6 years ago, Sama was an asylum seeker. And in 2016, she started a cultural project, Let's Make It, where the residents of the transit camp joined to tour the museum, to paint, to talk, and share their personal stories and to dance. What a great moment. Sounds like a great idea. I like it already. I want to come over and do that myself. Shifting between being and doing to build the bridge between the camp and the museum, the I Feel exhibit story was born. So we're going to hear, rather than me describing I Feel, we're going to hear that from Sama. It's a very unique combination. I thought it was brilliant of putting together art.
Sorry, I will start with share screen, then
yeah,
we'll jump directly to the story.
That sounds great. Good idea.
Okay, as you said, I work as an educator for Museum Friedland. And the culture project gives the chance for the residents of the camp. It is a transit camp. So people who come to the camp, the first step is this camp. So they are confused. They have no idea what to do. The language is new. So that's why the idea came to my mind that it is difficult to invite them to the museum where the story of what has happened in Niedersachsen, in Friedland, 1945, what has happened, it is really confusing and it is so hard. That's why I called my project Let's Make It. Because when I say it in Arabic or in any other language, it sounds really that, okay, let's make it no matter what. Then I made another word, which I called it Salamistan, because Friedland, Frieden means peace in Deutsch. So I worked on this word and I called it Let's Spend Salamistan. The residents of the camp join. They really talk because they have many questions in their head. Then they are restless. So we need just to listen, to live this moment. Then we paint. Then we go and tour the camp and the museum. They are face to face with this hard story. And usually at the end of this tour, also we have a dance. We dance together. We hold each other hand and dance. And the music or the songs are from the mobiles of the refugees. So in the foyer of the museum, you can hear Kurdish music, Irani, Pakistani, Russian, Syrian, every kind of music. After 4 years, there are many stories to tell, but now I will focus on one of the babies of this Let's Make It, which is the exhibition I Feel. The story of I Feel started at the camp, where a lady, Khadija Rashid from Sudan, joined one of the activities and painted this part of the painting. And she left. It was so cold, and she left silently. Then this painting was seen also by a German lady. Both of them are not artists. They are just people. Miriam completed this painting and she added color to it. And she added also part of her soul. And when I asked her why you did so, she said, I feel her. Then this completed painting joined also another two galleries where I was presenting the work of the museum. And let me whisper something, that really this painting attracted the attention and it created a dialogue among people. And they asked about the story and what happened and why black and white, then why colored. So the story, this simple story become really big inside me and also among the people. Then in 2019, when the world was really, let's say, threatening, full of uncertainty and fractures, the idea came to my mind that let's make it again. Let's ask people, refugees, to paint the first part of the painting and ask the German artist to complete the painting. And yes, we could make it. For refugees, artists, they started the first part of the painting, and 7 German ladies, brave ladies, they joined and they completed. That's why we have 11 paintings. The first one is this: Dance Till the Pain Vanishes.
Oh, what a great title. What a great title.
So here you can see 2 ladies. They really outshine themselves to complete this. And you can see that it is just about feeling and touching the dialogue, which we have: diversity, woman with a headscarf, woman with no headscarf, and the dialogue and the dance and all these chaotic things. When Teresa, let me play a game with you first. Can you guess where is the refugee and where is the non-refugee?
Let's give us 10 seconds for the audience. We're gonna invite the audience.
We will make it our game.
Yeah, each one. Let's do 10 seconds for each one. Okay, so yeah. 5 more seconds. Now, this one we did on our practice. We worked on this, so I'm going to have to say I wasn't sure, but what the clue to me was that at first you think, well, the one on the right is the refugee. They're painting the refugees, but no, the one on the left is the refugee painter. That's full of vitality. The refugee has touched her inner self. And the one on the right is people looking in and thinking that's what refugees are like. So that's my reading. But each time we're going to ask the audience, and I don't know the other ones.
Okay. Now here you can see that Rana, who started this painting, she wrote that she wants someone to hold her hand, and the reply was spread your wing and fly, you will be guided safely. And a real dialogue between these 2 artists. They haven't met each other. All the dialogue was through me. I send the Canva and they send it back, then I give it to a German artist. So again, where is the German artist and where is the newcomer? I will stop using the word refugee.
Okay. I would guess that the newcomer is on the left and the German is on the right.
Actually, here Rana, yes, and here Catherine.
So I was wrong.
Yes.
I was wrong. My goodness. Okay.
So this is Catherine.
Okay.
She's German.
Okay.
And this is Rana.
Wow.
She's from Syria.
Okay. Whew. So
here
beautiful.
another two artists. The story here that the Syrian artist, she was hunted by the idea of that she wants to have a daughter. She has two sons. She wants to have a daughter, and she wants her daughter to be educated in Germany without fear. She said she put all the energy in this. And the reply, if you can be anything, be kind. And this dialogue is really, really inspiring. When I was talking to Falak or when I was talking to Ines just to make the Canva completed, it's really an amazing experience for me. It was an eye-opening. So I will not play the game now. I will tell you here that Falak started this, and she started it in her basement. There was no place, no brushes, and she used her finger. And there was no place, no space for her to paint, but she did it because she was really happy to be part of this experience. And Ines completed the story and completed the painting.
And the heart is so wonderful. The heart is done
It is.
by two different
That's right.
people.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Yes, and you can see here that there is a face. Actually, when Falak finished this, she was also surprised that the idea itself shaped, and the face of her daughter, imagined daughter, shaped itself.
Wow.
Now more stories. Here we have the story of a woman from the Middle East, and according to Rana, she was thinking about a woman from not only from the Middle East, she was thinking also about the Islamic culture or the Islamic countries, and she painted this. And you can see that it has no hand, black eye, haircut, and if you go deep inside, you will see that also here we have many symbols. And for her, she wants to say that she called this painting Su'ad, and the word Su'ad deteriorated from happiness because Rana thinks that when Su'ad here educated herself, she will have her hand back, and she will protect herself, or at least she will say, no, don't do it again. Then Henrika completed this painting. And for Henrike, the German lady, she saw the real Su'ad.
Oh, what a wonderful thought. Yeah, wow, that's wonderful.
Okay, so here we can see that this is, for Henrike, she saw the inner part of Su'ad, that she is strong, she is happy, she wants to do something. That's why she completed it in this way.
Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful.
Here we are.
All we
All
need
we
is love.
need is love. Really, this is especially now at this moment.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yes. So what? Who will hold? Should we hold the heart, or the word should hold us? And how can we survive? So that's why this is the idea. So this word need a big heart to flourish.
Yes, yes,
And all what we need is love.
yes.
Let's drop all the ideologies, everything, and just feel each other and live and survive. So let's play the game now. Which is which?
10 seconds, audience. Let's see. Okay, time is up. I'm going
Time
to
is
say
up.
the newcomer is on the right. Is that correct?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Newcomer here. And this is Teresa Hampe. She's a great young lady. She's really great young lady. You can see how she completed this and how she gives hope. More to say. The future. Here we have Belgian lady and a German lady. Again, it's difficult to recognize, but here we can see that this is the German, this is Henrike, and here we have Hania. And you can see the details and the future and the diversity and everyone, every lady here.
And being a newcomer, you recognize the diversity of it all. You see the humanity in different people, different backgrounds.
That's right.
Rather than just your own little corner. That experience, as painful and tragic as it is, but it gives you something. It gives you that broader view.
I agree. Longing for Syria. It was done also by a Syrian artist. And for her, it was so difficult. She doesn't want to add colors. She wants it black and white. And she started it and she couldn't complete it. She felt so vulnerable. And Dorrit Dothan, she just hold this painting and completed it. You can see that as if there are hands holding this fragile lady.
Yes, wow, very moving. This is the one we use in our publicity. Beautiful.
Yes.
And I think you have some special involvement here.
Actually, I love it. This is you know, I painted the first part after reading a book, The Art of Happiness for, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name now, Émilie de Châtelier. History talked about this lady as the mistress of Voltaire and disregard that she is the one who translated the principle into French, and she wrote many books, but history just put her as the mistress of Voltaire, the one who left her children. And while I was reading this book, I remembered also another Syrian writer. Her name is Colette Khouri. Also, she is really so special, but always we talk about her as the granddaughter of Faris Khouri. We don't give her the space, but both of them, they are really well educated and so strong. Then they turned the story that The man and the woman are not fighting each other, they are completing each other. So after reading this, I started painting this in my kitchen. So I put it in this way. Then I send it to a German lady. And she's also an artist, but she doesn't paint for public. She paints for herself. And there was no chance to talk to each other. I send all the ideas, all what I want via a friend who is a man. And this is the results. And after 3 or 4 weeks, when I saw it, I said, it made my day. That's why I called it the unique day is today. And why this painting is so special, because whoever sees it, he say, oh, weird, as if it is one painting. I say, it's not weird, it's a human. We are really completing each other. So it's one of my favorite. Yeah.
What a wonderful thought. What a wonderful thought. What a wonderful process. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Laura, when I met her when we were recording the interviews with the artist. When I saw her, I felt that she is part of me. Mm-hmm. She touched me. She could see me. Mm-hmm. Here, this painting, you can see how many people. So here we have the rooms of the museum. This painting, I invited the ladies. They are not artists, they are just ladies, but they were talking and they were painting. Of course, Falak Al-Ghazi, one of the artists, she helped me to put all these fear and dreams and the rooms they want to live. And you can see, for example, here, they something from the from the camp itself. So they were talking about their rooms. The idea started by Yevgenia. When Yevgenia painted this, the phonics, and you know the story of it. And when I shared the story with the newcomers, and it was so cold at that day, it was really so inspiring. So one of the ladies, she said, because it was so cold, she said, we want the fire to make soup. And someone remembered her room in I think she was from Iran. She said that she used to stay at her grandmother, and she told her story. So you can see that there are stories behind every color. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's why I called it survival, arrival, new beginnings.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. This is so well integrated. This is very much together here in this painting.
Yes, so here I called it time. We painted also with the newcomers at the camp with the help of an artist. His name is Stefan Zamas. And when you go deep, you will find here that the newcomers, they used their fingers because they were really so confused and they were afraid of touching colors. And they for them, art is just for the elite. But in 4 hours, we could manage this. And they put colors. When they talk about pain, I started to tell them, let's hope for the better, let's do something. Then you can see that the colors moved. And in 4 hours, we have this canvas painted. I'm not sure how many people, but trust me, I can remember their faces. And at that moment, they were all bending over the canvas and they look so beautiful.
Wow.
So beautiful.
Wow.
So this is the end of our gallery, 11 painting. And when you go to the website, you will see that also there is an interview with the artist. And I hope that we will do more like this. The
This
idea
is
of
so
I
wonderful.
feel
Yeah.
deserves.
Yes. For our guests, before you end screen share, Sama, we'll do that in a moment. But for our guests out there, up there you see the website. You see museum-friedland.de. So if you go there, that's this wonderful museum. Send my thanks to the good folks at the museum for this great work. Again, that website up there, museum-friedland.de. We are almost at the end of our half hour, but for all of our guests, we have a tradition. Actually, we have two questions today, given the events of the moment. But our first question, Sama, let's end screen share so we can see you a little bit better there, if you would.
Yeah.
We ask all of our guests, what is something that each of us can do for peace? You know, you have taken us on this wonderful journey, but most of us won't get to Germany. Most of us won't get to the Middle East. Some of us will. But what can we do right now, right here in this moment? What something that we can do individually right now for peace?
If you ask me, I think that promoting museum as a space to reshape education. What we need is really to reshape education, because we need to build peace in a different way. In a different way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And to pen together. We had this experience. We felt each other without any talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we could manage it. What we need is just to talk to each other and forget about all the weapon industry and all ideologies. Just open churches, open synagogue, open mosques, and our prayers is talking and painting and dancing. Let's make it.
Yeah.
Let's make it. Yeah.
And we can't quite end without saying something about this terrible moment we're in. We're broadcasting this with the horrific events in Gaza and the tragedy of lives lost. Is there anything that you can say that will help us understand that pain, and something that you would like to say about that?
What we need really to stop weapon industry, and for me, I blame whoever shoot a gun or use a rocket. I blame them all, because at the end of the day, my friend Yafa and my friend Shaheen and my friend Muhammad and all they are there. I'm following the news and all are there. I'm worried. I live the same war again and again and again. What we need is just to drop guns and talk to each other. Don't follow any political agenda. Stop it.
Stop it is right. Absolutely. Well put. Well, we have much more to go into in the future programs, and I wish we could stay, but we're pushing up against our half-hour limit. We have a special guest. Let's see if the technology here of Zoom will allow us. The good people who introduced us is my dear cousin Eugene. And if the technology works here, I think he's coming on the screen, and his beloved wife, Ruba. There they are. There they are. We would, so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to have you. I'm so happy to have you in my life and to be with me today. Thank you. Before Mel welcoming you, please choose your favorite painting and tell me what do you feel. And who knows, I might send it to you when you are ready to tell me that I will hang it here or I will hang it there. Choose one of those paintings and tell me.
I really like the one, The Future.
Mm-hmm.
because it's sort of abstract, and
Perfect, yes.
on the other side, it's very exact, sort of like going in both
That's right.
directions. And I think that that's, where would I hang it? And
We are losing you.
I think we're getting a little technology problem between three different countries.
Yes,
okay,
they
am I
are
back
in
on you?
Lebanon, so we can understand how difficult it is.
Welcome
So
to
where
Lebanon.
would you like to hang it?
I turned it into a poster,
Oh,
and I would paste it on the windshield of every truck that carries weapons, and on every Jeep, and in every outlook of every tank, and say, stop driving.
that's right.
Well put. Ruba, anything you would like to add? We're so happy to see you.
Yeah, same here. I was enjoying the conversation. I have two paintings. I'm ambivalent between both, but I would choose, because of the moment, I would choose the one which about dancing. I like it very much. It reflects different identities dancing together. And in the Middle East, we like to do dabke, and I don't know, it's like, and I would do the same thing as Eugene, turn it into a poster. And I would say, put it at each checkpoint, each place where you have to show your passport, show it. And see that we are the same. We like to, inside, because Samah was talking about this, intertextuality is something that we are all the same. We borrow from each other. We are human. And this is the common humanity that we can share with the world, especially these days.
You know, Ruba, Longing for Syria, it was painted by Doret, and Doret, she has Israeli passport. So Doret was really, she outperformed herself when she held this this incomplete painting. And when you listen to her talking about this experience, you will be touched. Yes, we are human. At the end of the day, we both, what we want fruit, roof on our head, and I hope that tomorrow we will be together to go to school, to do things. This is what we need.
Well, thank you all so much. Mats sends in the question, simply says, thank you for this presentation. Thank you, Mats. Thanks to each of you. We're going to be posting this on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. We'll put this on Facebook. Let's see if we can do a screen share here from my end and see if we can get the mailing address for commonhumanity.org, info@commonhumanity.org. That's how you can reach us. And we would welcome a contribution. We need some dollars to keep this program going. That would be great. And there's the address for Museum Friedland. We are coming back in 2 weeks. We have a very interesting program. A group that works with humanitarian relief for Iran is going to be making a presentation in 2 weeks. We ask you to please come back for that. Thank you, each of you, for being part of this. Thank you so much. A special thanks for Sam's wonderful presentation. Thank you all.
Thank you.
God bless you all. And we will see you back in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Stay safe. Stay safe. Those who are in Lebanon, please
stay safe in Germany.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.